In this session, we are going to learn about while loop. In our previous session, we have understood what is for loop. Now we will see completely about while loop. And also we are going to do one practical sum so that you will be getting an hands-on practice on while loop. In while loop also, we are going to execute our code again and again based on the condition. This is the flow chart. If the condition is false, the loop terminates. Whatever I am having inside the loop, that will not be executed. If the condition is true, this loop body, whatever I am having, it will keep on executing. Unless and until my condition is true, the loop will keep on executing. As soon as my condition becomes false, I will come outside of that loop, and whatever I am having outside the loop, that will be displayed. If I am not having anything outside the loop, whatever previous data I was having, that will be stopped there. We are going to see this practically, and also we are going to see one sum to find the sum of only positive numbers. Okay, first let me just show you. This will be the syntax while we will give the condition here, and inside this we will be executing the code. This is our syntax for while loop. Now inside this while loop, I'm just going to check for the condition. If my I is less than 10, I just want to display the value of I. Console.log, and inside this I just want to display the value of I. But I is not defined here. You can see I is not defined. So let I is equal to 0. I will just give the value of I. Now I is 0. So it will check the condition is true. I will get the value of I as 0. Again, it will check the condition. I is 0. 0 is less than 10. It will keep on executing. My code will never stop. So for that, I'm just incrementing the value of I here. I will save this. You can see now I got the data from 1 to 9. First, my value of I is 0. It will check for the condition. Now you can see I got the result from 0 to 9. First, the value of I is 0. 0 is less than 10. Yes, it is. So I will get the value as 0. Value of I will be incremented to 1. This is as equal to I is equal to I plus 1. Okay, both are similar. You can write I plus plus, or I is equal to I plus 1, or I plus equal to 1. That also you can write. Now the value of I is 1. So now here I becomes 1. 1 is less than 10. Yes, it is. So 1 will be displayed. So till 9 it will come. Again the value of I will be increased. Now I is 10. 10 is less than 10. The condition becomes false. I will come outside of this loop. So the data will be 0 to 9. So this is how we are going to initialize here. We are just going to check for the condition here. Based on that condition, our loop will execute. If the condition is true, this loop will execute again and again. If this condition is false, then we will terminate the loop and we will come outside of this. Now, if we don't give this expression, third expression, this loop will never end and it will crash our browser, as we have seen in for loop. Okay, this is what we are going to do inside while loop. Now I'm just going to find the sum of natural numbers. Sum of 10 natural numbers. I will give here 10, and here I will be giving I is less than or equal to 10. Now inside this, let sum is equal to sum plus I, and starting I'm just going to give here let sum is equal to 0. I have just initialized the value of sum to 0. Now first data, let me just remove here let. Now value of this will be sum is 0. 0 plus here the value of I, let me just give here 1. Now below this, I'm just going to display the sum, console.log sum. Okay, I will not save this. Now what happens? Value of I is 1 and sum is 0. So 1 is less than or equal to 10. Yes, it is. So 0 plus 1 will be added. Now the value of sum is 1. Again value of I will be incremented. Now value of sum is 1. So the value of I is 2. Again it will check for the condition. 2 plus 1 is 3. Now the sum value is 3 and I value is 2. Again the value of I is incremented to 3. It keeps on going and finally I have just displayed the sum here. I will save this. Now the sum of 10 natural numbers is 55. We will be getting the result. Now same thing I will copy and here if I just display, you can see each and every time we will get the value of sum and finally the value of sum will be 55. And also I can display the value of I. I will save this. Each and every time the value of I is also displayed. Okay, this is how we are going to use while loop. As soon as the condition fails, we will come outside of this loop and we will be getting the result. Now we are going to see this example. Program to find sum of positive numbers. Only positive numbers. So here let number 1 is equal to, I will be using prompt. I will be giving the numbers. Enter a number. Okay, I just want to give positive numbers here. Now inside this, I'm just going to create one variable. Let sum is equal to, I will give here empty. I'm not going to give anything inside this sum. Now I will use while loop. Now I'm just going to check for the condition. If number 1, if it is greater than or equal to 0, which means positive number. If it is greater and equal to 0, then only I should come inside this loop. Then here I'm just going to add sum is equal to sum plus this number 1. Okay, I'm just going to add. Better let me just give here 0. Initial value I'm just giving here 0. If this number 1, whatever I have entered, if it is greater or equal to 0, then only I will be coming inside the loop. Basically, which means I'm just adding the positive numbers. If it is a positive number, I will add this. And again, I just want to ask for number. Number 1 is equal to, I will copy this. And here I'm just going to paste. Again, I will ask for the number. Again, if it is a positive number, again it will check for the condition and it will come. As soon as this becomes negative number, I will just come outside of this loop and I will not be getting anything. So outside this loop, I'm just going to print the final sum, whatever I have got. I will save this. Now here I am getting the prompt. First I will write here 10. Okay. Again it will ask for number. I will write 5. Okay. Again I will write 1. Okay. You can see it will keep on asking for the number because this condition is true. Now as soon as I give negative number, okay, it will come outside of this loop. Now sum should be displayed. I will open this. First I gave 10, then I gave 5, then I gave 1. But it is not adding. It is concatenating the values which I have given. Because this number, whatever I am using here, that is a string. Now if I just show you the data type of num1, I will save this. Let me just give one 8. Okay. I will give here -7. Okay, I will execute from here. Now you can see type of this number 1 is string because we are using here prompt. Now what I will do, I will just write here parse int. This parse int will convert the string to integer. Here also I will be writing parse int. Now I will save this. I will write here 8. Okay. -7. Okay. Now if I just show you, you can see now the output is number. Type of number 1 is number. So now I can easily add the numbers. So first let me just save this again. Now I will give 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 15 is 25. 25 plus 5 is 30. I should be getting the result as 30. Now I will give -5. It will come outside of this loop. Now my output is 30. This is how we are going to find sum of only positive numbers. In the same way, you can find for negative numbers, you just have to write here less than. Instead of this, you just have to write here less than. Okay, I hope you understood this example. First, we are just getting the number. We are giving the number and it will check for the condition. If the number, whatever I have entered, if it is greater than 0, then only I will be doing this sum and I will be again asking for the number. As soon as I gave negative number here, it will check for the condition. Now num1 is -7. Imagine -7 is greater or equal to 0. The condition fails. I will come outside of this. Whatever data sum is having, that will be displayed. Okay, this is how we are going to use while loop. As soon as the condition fails, the loop terminates. Now here I have just given 0. Now let me just remove this. And also I will be removing this. I will just write here log, and inside this I just want to display value of I. Now here I will give I is equal to 10, and here I will give I is less than 9. I have given this, the condition is false now. You can see the first condition itself false. 10 is less than 9. No, it is not. Let me just comment it out. I will comment it out. Now you can see the condition failed at the first step itself. So it will not come inside the loop. I will not be getting anything as my result. If I am having something here, let me just put the string. I will save this. Whatever I am having outside the loop, that will be displayed because my condition has failed. First step itself, if the condition fails, it will not come inside the loop and I will not be getting any result. Okay, this is all about while loop. Next, we are going to see about do while loop. Once we learn about do while loop, you will understand the basic difference between while loop and do while loop.